What is going on, guys? Slick B here, and today we're going to be looking at a fantastic game I had last night. Now, this isn't a fantastic game because I necessarily did well. This is just, it shows what can happen from every aspect of a game. It is fantastic. It was so fortunate for me to get a game like this and record a game like this. If you're wondering what the top left 60 FPS thing is, that is my DX Story. I didn't record this with DX Story. I recorded this with Shadowplay. So let me know if you like the quality of this. Now, I don't use Shadowplay over DX Story for the simple reason that it doesn't split the audio tracks and the sound quality is absolute garbage. I can't change the sound quality for some reason. And back when I used to use Shadowplay, it was fine for me. I don't know what they've changed, or I don't know what has changed, or if it's a hidden setting I can't find. But it's absolutely garbage for me. It sounds all like pixelated and shit. And I can't use it. But it makes the in-game sound fine, and I think the quality is way better. I recorded that whole montage that I made in the T90 with Shadowplay, and I think that quality looks fantastic. So I'm going to try to use it as much as possible, and whenever I'm doing post-commentary. For the future, I'll obviously close the X-Story down. Now, this game was an epic comeback. I'm not going to, wait to the end to tell you that. This was crazy. And this is my first game, just so happens, in the 6.0 vehicles. Now, the reason I took out the 6.0 vehicles is because if 6.3 isn't working, it's constantly getting up tier, then there has to be a sweet spot at the tier where they're not getting up a tier. And I think that 6.0 might be that tier. I think 6.0 is probably pretty damn good for Germany, and I decided to take it out. Now, I'm playing a Panther that I don't have too much, experience with, the Panther F. The Panther F is a small-term version of the Panther, and it has the long 75 from 1944. Now, with this gun, it gets a 6.7 reload with an ace crew. 6.7. My other ones, my other Panthers, while they aren't spaded or aced, while they are spaded but they're not aced, this tank isn't spaded yet, they get an 8.5 second reload. So obviously with the ace it'll be less of a difference between like the A and this, but it's still a huge difference. 6.7 is nothing to clown about. That is a very, very fast reload, and you can feel it when you play this tank. Now, what do you give up for that? You give up armor. It's not that armored. I mean, it's the same thing as a Panther, but the small term is arguably easier to pen. It's on the fence if the turret's easier to pen or not. The turret rotation is not as good as the A, I believe, and it's not as fast. It's actually quite a slow Panther in terms of mobility. I think I was struggling to get over 30 in most situations, regardless of me driving over hills or not. But that's neither here nor there. I'd say check it out if you have it. My lineup this game consisted of the 3 Panthers, so the A, the G, and the F. And my lineup for planes, I didn't bring AA this game because I think I noticed I don't use AA a lot, and it just locks my crew. So I only use AA if I'm taking top tier vehicles or if I know the AA can do something. For example, a Kugelblitz. I would definitely take a Kugelblitz. But at this BR, what is an Oswind really going to do? I mean, sure, you can make the argument that an Oswind or a Whirlwind could shoot down some planes, but if I'm not getting enough points and I have to use that, I'd rather not. I'd much rather have it as a complete option instead of a necessary thing to take out. And then if I didn't want to take it out, it'll lock my crew. So I'd much rather just have the 3 Panther lineup, and then I had a B6R3, the ME410, which is my favorite ground pounder in the game, and then I had a BF109 G14. Sorry for Duke's collar, I didn't take it off of him before starting recording. Now, the reason I took the G14 is because this was my best slot for the G14 in terms of the 5 slots I have. And also, it can carry a 250 kilogram bomb and kind of dogfight yaks. It's quite a good 109 when you really look at it. It's a fantastic tank. I said that so serious. I haven't drinking my coffee yet. It's a fantastic plane. And the B6R3, I mean, I don't think that thing needs any introduction. We understand what those MK103s can do. Is Duke still making noise? Duke, come here. Come here, your collar. You can walk around wherever you want as long as you have your collar up. Come here. Come here. I can't get it. Okay. Well, maybe he'll lay down on the bed for a little bit. Now, I do make mistakes in this game, and I think that's the biggest portion of what I wanted to look at, because he's still moving. Are you kidding me? All right, collar's off. Are we good? We're back live? All right, nice. So I make mistakes this game, but it doesn't cost the match because of how well we played. So what happened here is we capped the left side. Most of our team went to the left side, or the way I'm looking at it, left side. I can't even see what point it is. C, right? Is it C? Regardless, we all capped one side. The enemy team got the other two caps. So we're bleeding tickets severely already. And I decide, okay, I'm going to cut middle and go straight to the middle cap and try to help this out. This is where I make my first mistake of the game. Not that I went there, but you'll see my shot placement was absolutely atrocious. If I could go back to this game, I would go back and fix these shots here. So we see the first tank, shot to the side, no problem, kill. I see two other tanks up here. There's a British tank and then there's an M46. Watch what I do, which is so stupid of me. I see the M46, he's turning his turret, and I shoot him in the hull. I don't know why I shot him in the hull, thinking that it would be an easy pen, but that cost me my life. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. That cost me my life. And that was Prolix. He's a friend of mine. He's in the Discord. Absolutely drive me insane. I was so disappointed in myself because, you know, I should have just shot the turret. I mean, it's a guaranteed kill. And then for that shot, I had a rebuttal shot. And what I did was instead of scoping in and just taking a second to aim a little bit lower, I just popped it in third person and missed. So that cost me my life. Now, what I do after this really makes up for this mistake. But we're still losing. We're still at a disadvantage right now. It's a problem. We have to figure out what to do. So instead of taking a Panther F, I take a plane. And instead of taking the ME410, I take the G14 with a bomb. And the reason I did this was because I figured I'll get one tank kill, clear the skies, and then spawn in my plane, or my tank if I need to, just J out. And, you know, we have a couple planes up, and I'm going in for Prolix. I knew it was him, and I knew where he was, and I said, screw it, I'm gonna go kill him. He just died, but I didn't see that. So I know where he is, and his tank's gonna stay there. Because if you don't respawn right away, your dead tank stays where it is. And watch what I do. I knew where he was, and I wanted him bad. I got eyes of rage, and this is a second mistake I made during the game. So going after this M46, I drop my bomb, look back, it blows up, and where's the kill? Where's the kill? Yeah, I bombed the dead tank. So I wasted my bomb and bombed somebody out of spite that was not necessarily going to win us the match. I should have picked a different target that would have been better. But regardless, I decided to turn in and go after this 82. We line it up, spray ahead of him, pilot snipe, nice. I don't have time to think here if we look at the score. I was looking around like, what am I going to do? I'm going to find another plane, And then it snaps. I realize we are going to lose this match, and I need to go back to the runway. In a match like this, if you're very close, there's a slim chance of winning like this. At this score, this ticket bleed, very slim chance of winning. Super slim. So, with that in mind, I prepared for a battle that might take a while. Because if, let's just say, somehow I'm one of the last guys alive, I need all my assets. So instead of J'ing out of my aircraft, I'm going to go land it. The way I thought was, I won't get a death. If I go land it and J out, it'll be fine. If we lose the match, that death won't matter. I won't have the J out, and it won't be for nothing. So I was kind of just covering my tracks a little bit to go back to the airfield and land, which I do. I go back to the airfield, I land the plane, and I spawn in the tank, which is the build-up to what's about to come. Good teamwork makes dream work, they say, and this team came back, and I did not expect it at all. I've never had a random team perform so well without anybody saying anything to each other. So kudos to everybody who played on this team to make it done, because I didn't do this by myself. I had a decent game. I think at the end of the game I had 1 plane kill and 4 tanks, which is an alright game. But I did not cap every point by myself. I didn't hold every point by myself. It was not a carry game in any regard. And everybody pulled their own weight doing what they had to do to get this match win. Look at the score, please. Just take a look at how bad we are losing right now. It is such a bleak game right now, most people would quit. And this is the main point I would like to make in this video. while I'm kind of jumping around a little bit, I'm not the best at post commentary. What I think we should talk about is quitting. There are people who quit games as soon as they die. And I was talking to somebody about this recently. I think it might have been Croc. I don't know. But it was about how I record. When I record, I play the game like this. And I set out to record a video. This game was a product of me trying to make a 6.0 German video. And the thing is, regardless of what happened this game, I was going to play it through. I was going to continue to play. There are people who don't do that. There are people who are YouTubers who don't do that. There are people who aren't YouTubers who don't do that. They will play the tank they spawned in, and if they die, they will leave the match. And people think, well, what difference can I make? I'm just the one guy, right? What can I do? And that's the biggest mistake ever. Because individually, everybody works together. If one person leaves and then somebody else leaves, that's two people. And obviously, yeah, it's mass. Like, obviously, it's two people. But there's two people that can't cap, that can't fly out a plane, that can't shoot down planes with their AA, that can't go, support a flank or anything like that, that can't call out. And it's such an issue when you lose those players. And I know it's crazy that I'm talking about it, but if you're one of those people who just spawns in, plays your one tank, and leaves and doesn't help the rest of the team when things get hard, you're really affecting everybody else in that match. And I think that's part of the issue with some of the German teams and things that I complained about yesterday is I think these people are taking out tanks, doing alright in them, but they leave after they die because that's their only tank they play, or that's the only tank that they grind with. And it's so sad to me because that affects everybody greatly. I mean, truth be told, if you spawn in an AA, I was just complaining about how I didn't like to spawn in AAs, and I'd rather build my lineup around not doing that. I think I'm not trying to be conceited, but I think I can do that. I think I've played enough War Thunder where I have the knowledge to be able to not run an AA in my lineup, to not have to worry about respawning in an AA vehicle because it's low SP points, right? I think I'm skilled enough to be able to pull that off. I don't think everybody can do that. I don't think everybody should do that. That's more of an advanced kind of thing to do. And I know it sounds super conceited. Don't get me wrong. But if you're in an AA and you take a shot from an enemy tank and you die, but the tank behind you is a real tank and they kill the enemy that shot you, you've helped that team way more than you think. And you may be pissed because you died in your AA, but you have helped way more. Way, way, way more than you think. So if you guys run things in your lineup and you're able to spawn after you die, give it your best shot. Because games like this happen. Look at the score. For fuck's sake. We came back. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen it come back this good. In all honesty. I think we had 1,000 tickets when we started the comeback. It was absolutely insane. So, with all that being said, I want to know what you guys think in the comments down below. What a game. I thought it was a crazy game. So let me know. What do you think in the comments down below? Talk to me about this tank. Talk to me about the game. Talk to me about your best comeback. Whatever you'd like. Let's have a discussion in the comments down below. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.